Hey, what is up, guys? Pine Belt Beer Reviews back here again with you today for another one. And the one I have today is what would be a local one for me. The Jack the Sipper ESB from Southern Prohibition Brewery. I haven't done this one yet, and this one is from like I said, the Southern Prohibition Brewery out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Um, so yeah, it's one of their year-round offerings. One of the new cans with the new designs, and they also have here the Devil's Harvest. And, so yeah, one second, I actually had something here. Alright, so yeah, this is what they are doing this for. It is the Southern Prohibition triple feature 12 pack, or well mixed 12 pack. You get 4 Devil's Harvest American Pale Ales, 4 Jack the Sippers, and 4 Susie B Dirty Blonde Ales, and show you the Devil's Harvest can and the Jack the Sipper. This is the Susie B Dirty Blonde Ale, as they call it. It's like basically a blonde ale. But yeah, it's a kind of a cool 12 pack. Ended up picking that up the other day. So let's go ahead and get back to the actual beer. It says it's brewed. It's an ASB with 100% English malt and hops. Let's see, 40 IBUs, 5.3% ABV. Says to serve it at 54 degrees Fahrenheit. It's about that. They also have out a couple new IPAs now. One Crowd Control IPA, which they came out with back in, or they started, I think that was around February. Or January, actually January, I think. I think it was January they started doing the Crowd Control IPAs on tap and stuff like that. And now they have one called Pow, Rye in the Kisser, like right in the Kisser, but it's Rye in the Kisser. And it's like I think a rye IPA with lemon peel or something like that in it. But they're both really good, and they have the rye IPA in cans now with these same type of art style on it. Little, not little, but tall boys. Anyway, yeah. So this one pours kind of a brownish orange. It's got a cloud of sediment there around the top, like a ring of sediment. About finger and a half of soapy head, and yeah, not too carbonated looking, not a whole lot of bubbles, but let's go ahead and go for the aroma on this one. So it's like really bready, and you get a lot of the caramel malts and stuff like that. So my nose is a little bit clogged up from the pollen outside. But yeah, you do get like the breadiness and everything like that. You get the caramel malts, and it's kind of really like a sweet smelling malty beer. Not really any hops or anything like that in it at all. It's just a very kind of sweet and aromatic type of English style ale in this one. So yeah, let's go ahead and go for the flavor on it then. Same thing, like very bready, very malty, a lot of like a good bit of caramel malt in there. It's got a sweetness to it as well, but then you kind of get that little bit of that bitterness on the back end. Not a whole lot, but it's just enough to balance that sweetness out. I've had this one several times before, but it's definitely one of my favorite ESBs that I've had so far. So it is just kind of a regular. If I'm going to drink an ESB at a pub or something like that, it's this they have this like kind of everywhere where I live. So I typically will just like get one of these or whatever. But yeah, like I said, very kind of sweet, very malty, very bready. Emphasis on the caramel malt. Very easy drinking. The mouthfeel is medium bodied. Not a whole lot of carbonation in it. Very smooth going down. And then it's got a fairly wet finish, so it's definitely got that drinkability to it, and has the 5%, about a little bit more than Budweiser in alcohol content. So it's got that drinkability to it where you can have one or two, without feeling like it's too heavy or anything like that. So definitely a very, very, very good ESB. It's an A- in my book, I'd say. I don't think you can go any lower than that, in my opinion. So definitely want to try if you ever see it in your store or anywhere around you. Hopefully SoPro starts distributing this stuff in a more wider range than I think mostly just Mississippi right now. But they've only been around for a couple years, so they're still kind of getting on their feet for sure, but definitely putting good stuff out. That's a very good ESB from SoPro. Just wanted to share some local flavor with you guys. And until next time, thank you for watching.